It's a beautiful day, and you've guessed it, I've got some lammy updates for you. So news from the farm is we have lammies. And so these are two little Jacob's lambs. We have a girl and a boy. And they have come out so speckly. It's very, very cute. Now it was Curtains who was the first mama, so congratulations to Fiona. You're the winner of guessing who would lamb first. But I'm not going to tell you the time that they arrived, and obviously we don't know the whole number of lambs from everybody. So still enter the competition. It's in the community tab, and I'll put a link in the description below. Now she's halted because she's trying to reject the ram lamb. I need his first sort of colostrum poo to come through. Once he's got some colostrum poo coming through, hopefully she'll realise that he's hers. So for now, she is tied up with a tether just so that she can't damage him. So that means that he can still try and sneak some milk, but she can't then headbutt him and hurt him. I'll try this for a couple of days. If she doesn't calm down, he'll have to be bottle baby. But, you know, he's less than 24 hours old at the moment, so we'll see how we do. And hopefully, Mama Curtains will calm down a bit. This, by the way, I was bitten by our feral cat 3 times. Once on the other hand and once on this hand, right in that knuckle down to the bone. So that mark is on my hand, is where the swelling had gotten to. I'm on some seriously strong penicillin, so hopefully that'll cure it. The swelling's gone down a lot, but the mark was just to show where the swelling had got to. So if it got even worse, I could go back to A&E. What do you want, Trace? You'll have some soon. Don't worry. So this is a few hours later, and as you can see, she was just letting our little boy suckle. So I have hope, actually. I have hope. I also talked to her former owner earlier, and actually she's never had twins. She's only ever had singles. So it might be that ram lamb that came out second, she's a bit like, why are there 2 of them? I don't understand. So what I'm hoping. Now, one thing I've noticed whilst being in here more with the ewes is the behaviour of the goats. And it's become very apparent that my wethers are way too boisterous with my nanny goats. And I've come to the conclusion that that could well be why I had these stillborns from them, because the boys do like to headbutt. And in fact, talking to their former owner, she said that the only time she also had a stillborn was when she had a wether in with the nannies. Because of course the boys just want to play and they're doing their dominance and their hierarchy thing. It only needs a little bit of a knock to detach the placenta or cause damage, and then you can end up with the loss of baby goats. And so I've come to the decision that although I would love to keep them all running as a herd, it's not safe for the welfare of the girls. So the boys are moving back to the caravan. Now the caravan is a brilliant place for them in the warmer weather. It just couldn't cope with 10 goats in winter when they're all shut in. And I'm hoping that actually when it comes to springtime again, they can all free range together, because the problem is not when they're free ranging because there's loads of space. The problem is when they're shut away at night and when they are in the barn for winter. So the boys are returning to the van. The van has had a bit of a paint job, as you can see. This is what happens when you buy really cheap gloss paint at your local DIY store. It's slightly more luminous than I thought it would be, but I suppose now you'll be able to see it from space. We've also put a string of electric wire around because they were constantly getting out. So we'll see if they zap themselves at any point. Hopefully they will, and then they won't do it anymore. So we have a little news on Peaches. She was pregnant. She is no longer pregnant. Very sadly, the same day as Curtains had her lammies, Peaches had her babies 3 weeks early. And at 3 weeks, they are just not viable. In fact, even if kids and lambs come a few days before they should, their lungs just aren't developed them enough. She had triplets too, and she has never had triplets her entire life. The past couple of weeks, I've been having massive difficulty keeping weight on her. It was just disappearing. So I put her in this corner pen, couldn't keep any weight on her, and now I know why. There were triplets. And so Princess Peaches is now going to be treated like a queen for the rest of the year. She's not going to be bred. She's going to get better. She's going to spend the summer frolicking across pastures. She's finding herself. She looks awful, but that's because she's just lost her babies. And in fact, normally after she had babies, she always has a bit of a breakdown. She will be fine, but it's just one of those things, sadly. But she's my gal, and she'll be alright, won't you? And also often, she knows how to pull the heartstrings. So probably when I leave the barn, she'll perk right up. She knows if she pulls this funny posture that I will give in. It's because I love you, yes. So the question now, of course, is who is going to go next? We have Connie, we have Cotton, Coco, River, and Fraggle. River's got quite a belly on her, haven't you? And Tracy, of course, our lovely Tracy. So although now we obviously know who won the competition with... Yes? May I help you? So we know the Curtains went first. Tell me in the comments who you think is going to be next. And if you can't get enough of lambing, then check out this video from last year when our lovely Connie gave birth to her twins.